I'm on the bill.
Yeah. In the late night. Holla at us in the late night. Away. Shout out my brother DJ Hub, man.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
Yep.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the Late Night Podcast. I'm your host with the most Carolina motherfucking Slimm.
Yes, sir.
My boy to the left, who you be?
Hey, man, it's your man QZ, Ball Buddy from the Bird with the beard. What up, y'all? What up?
That way, not Subway. My boy to the right, who you be?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Shout out to my brother Obi-Wan behind the boards.
Hey, your baby mama favorite baby daddy in the building, man.
Yeah, that's him. Big old him. Yes, sir. Big old him energy in the building.
Big old him.
I told her, bitch, I'm him, quit playing.
Yo, shout out my little brother John Plush in the building tonight.
My gosh.
Yeah, man. So, gentlemen, man, it's been a week.
Yeah.
New things have been revealed.
Yeah.
Personally and just in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't as much as people think that we talk every day.
Yeah.
We really don't.
Right.
But we keep enough attachments to each other to where we really know what's going on outside of the unnormal situation.
Yeah.
Like I would know if Q was sick. I would know if you was sick.
Right.
I would know if you had death in your family, shit like that.
shit
But
like that.
you know,
Yeah.
a grown man don't sit around another man all day long. He got some. You ain't really.
Not a grown man.
Yeah. You got to be progressive, and if you
got to handle your business.
you got to handle your business. You understand what I'm saying? So I know y'all understand that,
Big
man.
old fact, man.
But quick mental health check is a thing we do every night.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night, we do it with each other just to make sure that our helmet is on properly. You understand what I'm saying?
Big fact.
QZ, man, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, man, everything is all right for the most part, man, as good as it's going to be. Respect and love to the Hare family, man. We had a close loss, man, to the homie Ace, man, so peace and love to the family, man.
Rest in peace,
they're getting
Ace,
a
man.
little closer and closer, man. So, again, it's that time, right? So we're just kind of trying to stay clear upstairs and at least kind of stay even keel as possible. That's where we are this week, man. But still encouraged, nevertheless.
Right.
And just trying to make sure everything's good to go, man, with those that I love. I'm just kind of clutching a little tighter.
Better
on
do
the
it.
ones that I love, man.
Better
So
do it.
that's where we at this week, man.
Do it, man. Boss man, how your helmet fitting, my boy?
Fitting tight. It's fitting real good. You know what I'm saying? Last week, man, it been pretty slow motion, man. I ain't even gonna flex. You know what I'm saying? Stay that course, man. It was raining nasty.
Yeah,
Man, listen, that rain got my back fucked up right now, man.
I'm trying to
Shout out
tell
to
you.
everybody with arthritis, man. I feel for y'all. I got that shit in my back, man.
Yeah, but shit, it was rough, man. But man, they opened up this weekend, so you know, I hit that road and kind of played catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of out of town business and whatnot. But other than that, I can't complain, man. Everything was positive and productive. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask for.
Right on, man. And listen, man, like I tell anybody, any day on top of the turf is a blessing to me.
Big old fact.
You understand what I'm saying, man? There's a lot of people they woke up dead. You understand what I'm saying? So, for me, man, that's a blessing within itself, man. As long as my family is healthy, man, my friends is healthy, I really don't got too much to ask for, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything after that is an incentive.
Yeah.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's just me. I'm going to keep it black and white tonight. You understand what I'm saying?
Black and white tonight.
Damn right, man. Gentlemen, it's been a lot going on in the news, man.
It's all real funny, man.
Yeah, man, but it's weird out here.
And so it's a couple of topics that we were talking about prior to coming on the show that I think we need to address publicly, right?
All right.
And so like the situation in Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know a lot about the situation,
Right.
but I do know the results were very, to me, were very worthy.
Facts. They were, right. They
They're
were
very worthy
warranted.
of the
Yeah,
circumstance.
they were warranted. That's a fact.
And
Yeah,
you
fact.
know,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know,
Say give the people the scenario.
it was a situation with a lady, and I don't even know why the situation occurred. I don't know what it was about, but I do know a man was arguing with a woman.
Right.
I have a different take on that. I try not to argue with nobody, woman or wife, because that's your job. That's your man's job.
Right.
Your man supposed to argue with you. I have the luxury of not being able to not have to do that. You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't part of my quota.
Yeah, so I can walk away from that, right? But for whatever reason, this man decides he wants to put his hands on somebody else's woman, somebody else's mama,
Right.
somebody else's auntie,
Right.
all of the above, right? And he really violated this one person's space, like, to the point where I was upset about it.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, her 14-year-old son, he held court right there.
Yes, sir. He was definitely the
You in
judge,
Chicago.
jury,
Yeah.
and the prosecutor.
But what's crazy about it is they said the young man is an honor roll student. He's upstanding guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not even. He doesn't fit the bill of what they would say a criminal.
Somebody
would
who
be, right?
apply pressure like that.
But my whole thing is, if somebody tried to knock your mama out,
Yeah. That's
what
Right.
would you do?
Right.
I can tell you now that's free rec.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
fact.
free rec.
I mean,
That's-
that's a fact.
Like-
Yeah, that's a gimme right here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open the floor up to y'all, man. However y'all want to go with this, man.
Well, so for me, man, two different things. And you already pointed on one of them. Like whether you 14, 15, 55,
44.
or whatever, you feel me? Like,
Right.
you see somebody do something to your mama, you going to feel away.
Right.
But I'm going to take it a step further, and even to hear mama say, hey, man, shoot him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
though,
You feel me? Like,
even though they're
need to get
saying,
popped,
even though they're saying that she didn't tell him to do that.
Okay, was that right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're saying that she didn't tell him to do that. He took it upon himself
Yeah.
To do that.
to do that,
Okay,
and
yeah.
which I feel him.
Yeah. But the bigger picture though is that, like, regardless of what, as it plays out in court, and hopefully they'll get accurate eyes on it, but as it plays out in court, it's not as if this was a premeditated type of scenario.
yeah,
This was something
very
that was
much
very
so.
instinctive.
Definitely not.
So I mean, again, just off any general logic, you see something happening to your mom, somebody doing physical harm to your mom, you have something to offset it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
You're gonna use that shit.
That's what you got it
It's
for.
right. It's pretty much that simple. Now, the only reason I say that, because I didn't hear it in the video either, but I saw that as the caption on there, them saying that, she told him to shoot him. And if they're going to have her as because they had her charged as
Accessory.
as an accessory, right? So it's like, how else wouldn't it be if, how do you charge her as an accessory if she didn't say, hey, shoot him? Or if she didn't, you feel me? Like I'm saying,
Right.
And
I don't really know whether that's true or not.
Yeah, right,
That
right.
she
So,
was
right.
charged with an accessory.
Right.
But
But I saw the mugshot.
Yeah.
I mean, they
she
had-
has a
they got
mugshot.
a mugshot.
Okay, so boom,
Right,
she-
yeah, right,
so
right.
it's
Right,
for
right.
real.
That part's official.
She could have had a prior charge, and
Oh,
the
that
media
could
could
be.
be
Right,
just
you're
trying to
right.
make
It
her
could be
look
just
like
you,
she
right.
had fit that
Because they do
character.
control the narrative.
Yeah, they
could-
strive to.
Yeah,
You
they
know
control the
what I'm
narrative.
That's
But what I'm saying is this right here.
Right.
That is a no-brainer, a justified no-brainer. You hit my mama.
Yeah. Ain't nothing really to talk
free
about
reign.
for now.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like, nigga, I'm 14. You a grown-ass man.
Right.
I ain't shoot the one with you or nothing.
Yeah, we ain't about to fight.
I'm gonna heat your ass up, put you in the microwave on 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let you spin around right quick. And let the doctor figure that shit out, nigga. 'Cause I ain't got time.
Yeah, it's different. So, we did a show earlier about men not mening.
Yeah, and
Right,
that-
you know what I'm talking about? Like,
and that's not no man shit.
This is kind of one of those examples, like when you see my man, like again. So let me back up. Maybe I don't want to tag it to just that because I don't know all context.
Right.
I don't know what had them there, but for my man to be on 12, you know what I'm talking about,
Like that.
and true old chick is saying whatever she's saying, and it's actually,
But it don't even make a
But
difference.
it don't warrant
what she's
you see
saying.
my man do it. Right, exactly. It don't warrant my man's reaction on some
Right.
shit. And you got that. Now again, you hear my man make contact, and it's solid.
This
You
nigga,
feel me?
that
Like,
shit sound like meat
word,
hitting the
it
floor.
did. Right. But if she's still talking and shit, and for you to do all that, my boy.
You puss side.
Yeah, I'm just saying, my nigga.
You can't even knock a woman out.
Well, you can't even knock a chick out, my boy.
that's why
Like,
you
so what
fighting
we
up.
doing? We didn't
That's why
all
you
that. You
fighting
got your ass burned for nothing.
Yeah.
Is that the case? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
with your
You feel me?
puss
So,
side.
I mean, hey, I
Anyway,
don't know,
man, that for me,
That's that
that's open and closed for me.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know the context. I don't even want to know what the fuck they was arguing about.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what the fuck it was about or not.
Right.
Nigga, you put your hand on my mama. I don't give a fuck what she did to you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, she ain't put her hand on you.
Yeah.
Open and closed for me. Yeah, go see Glover.
You-
Bethea. Who
Whoever the fuck-
Simmons. Who else dress him up? Who else dress him up good around here? They say, what he look like? Oh, he look like himself. Yeah. He look like he was asleep. Yeah. I'm gonna lay you down up in there. Yeah, put you on a cooling board. Yeah, the old people say the cooling board. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't got time for that monkey ass shit. You putting your hand on my mama?
Yeah, man. And I feel
that's not justified nowhere.
So man, that ain't even no G shit right there.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, and I feel a little bit of an onus to that young man to even have to experience taking a body off of those conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a fair body right there.
You don't want nobody. You don't want to have to take a body, period. Right? But if you do,
that's a fair one.
That's a fair one. But again, that's something that's going to be embedded there forever now.
But
for
he
some
can
shit
sleep
that
good on that
you
one.
feel me?
Yeah,
like,
but you go to sleep on that one.
He can sleep good on that one.
Man, bring my tray, nigga.
I don't think he gonna live with regrets.
Yeah, man, bring my tray.
Because I'm gonna tell you the regret you to live with.
If you didn't do nothing,
and that man did something to your mama. Fuck that shit. That's why I said it's just like they say justifiable homicide. Or however it's justified.
That's facts though.
It's very much justified. And like I said, the first thing I'm thinking for Chicago PD to even deal with putting it out there like that, if they striving to make like the mama said this, well, I can't say they doing that, but if she was even charged, like would him being even charged, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't even see the basis of a charge.
I mean, you know they would have to charge you because a crime was committed.
Right.
Is it a crime?
Nah, but morally, he was right.
That's what I'm saying. You could take it to trial.
But criminally, he was wrong.
Yeah, right. It's still illegal.
But morally, he was right. In every standpoint of morality, he was right.
Where was he wrong criminally?
Because you cannot kill somebody.
You can't kill a man.
Now, I ain't talking that part. He can do that. Listen, I'm telling you, he can do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
But they still gonna have.
But what I'm saying is, but he's not convicted. He's charged. So you can charge somebody with anybody, anything.
That's the point.
They got to figure that shit out in court.
And that's what I was looking at off the top. The only thing criminal I could see in his whole situation is the possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
That's about it. Other than that.
But I mean, it's still.
Even if it's his mama firearm and he grabbed that because she's getting attacked, man, there ain't no court system in the country going to find him guilty and send him
but
off.
He's 14 he's a 14-year-old black boy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Unless it's
Come on, man. Cook County.
Yeah, but man, I know them boys will turn up by that one.
Yeah, they will.
City will turn up.
But all I'm saying is, it has criminal things inside of the case, right? That 14-year-old in possession with a firearm, right?
Man, you in Chicago.
It don't make a difference, right? That don't make it legal.
I know it don't make it legal, but I'm talking about the normalization of it is different.
It is.
If you was in Bowman,
but anybody in Chicago who 14-year-old with a gun, it's still illegal. Like,
it's still illegal,
I don't know,
but it's not uncommon.
I'm not saying how normal it is. It's illegal.
I got you.
The criminal element is still there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they're chasing that side of the criminal.
No, they're chasing headlines at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. And that's why I said what I said. You know what I mean? I think the way they're taking the situation.
It's a headline situation.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about that boy. They don't give a fuck about the nigga that's dead. They don't give a fuck about his mama.
None of that shit.
They don't give a fuck about nobody.
None of that shit.
They want a headline, bro.
That's the obvious part. That's the
obvious part. Like that.
It's all headlines. So at the end of the day, man, you know, I think we gotta be extra sharp out here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, big.
We gotta stay on top of our own shit and try to control our own narrative.
Control our narrative. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For real, man. Because you let them people walk out with you, man. You don't tell them where they gonna take you at.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You know, I still don't see. Like I said, that one right there. I can't think of court, man. That's gonna be a good headline story.
Man, I'm telling you,
everybody gonna watch that trial.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have a whole.
Even though it shouldn't even go to trial, that's open and closed.
Go to trial. You know what I'm talking about? That's the part I'm talking about.
I mean, they probably would charge him with the gun. I don't think they're gonna charge him with the murder. Because even if they charge him with a murder, he's 14.
Right.
So he gonna get a Y.
Yeah.
So he probably do 6 years on a Y if they give him that for killing a nigga, and it's justifiable. Any lawyer can justify that. You can get a public defender to justify that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think he probably do time for the gun if he do time for anything.
Yeah.
Not more so over the murder.
Yeah.
That's some probation.
You know what I mean? So
you gonna try to let them ride on it now. They ain't gonna too much. Now, like I said, the citizens are screaming about that one. That's a child. Still.
Damn right.
You gonna let this boy go to jail, or you gonna put him through the system because he defended?
Do you know how many character witnesses this man gonna have because he was an A student and all these teachers and principals, basketball coaches coming up there, man? They ain't with that shit.
This is.
So you know, They got their headline for the week.
Yeah, hopefully the city do right by him. You know what I mean? Get him right.
Right.
They was even fucking with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But another thing, man, not to change the subject so drastically, right? But it was another thing that was headlining this week, man. I know y'all know what I'm about to say, right? This motherfucking submersible. What was it? It wasn't a goddamn. It wasn't a submarine. They call it a submersible.
Yeah, it's a submersible because the thing got you got to drill the people in this shit,
right.
man. It started.
Right.
It's a propane tank.
Yeah, O says a propane tank. They say it was a Dodge minivan. Say it's about the size of a minivan.
Sprinter van.
But anyway, they got everybody draws in their ass this week about these 5 white people that I don't even know whether they exist or not.
Yeah.
And I don't even I don't care if y'all think I'm insensitive, but I don't give a fuck about that. Honestly, if you decide to go 12,000 plus feet
$250,000
in the water in a Dodge minivan and you paid $250,000 to go and you died, God bless you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got an insurance clause in there for shit like that.
And they don't. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's
why is that headline news?
Well,
there's something else going on.
There you go. That's the old throw the hat in the air,
right,
look up, and punch in your face.
Right.
Catch that motherfucker.
Some things. I'm a avid believer that some things shouldn't be an option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, word. And if you're talking about going below what are natural living standards in the ocean, that shouldn't be an option. I don't give a damn how you draw it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're for all intents and purposes, motherfuckers in the Navy got to go on a submarine and go to these types of extents. You know what I'm talking about?
To save the country.
If I don't have the option, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I don't have. It's not like I have the option of going and
you some brave brothers.
So why the fuck am I down there in anything else?
No, first of all, why are you that nosy?
Down there, period.
Why you that goddamn nosy?
But again, now that's just me.
But,
so I mean,
but Q, you know what I researched, which don't make no sense to me. Which furthermore tells me that this is bullshit. Okay, so in the 80s, that's when they first went to the Titanic. The Titanic ain't never moved. It's been on the floor down there the whole time, right? In the 80s was the first time they went down there successfully, right?
Yeah.
And they've been back and forth from down that bitch a lot of times since then, right? They done stole shit from down there.
He said stole shit.
Yeah, that's what the fuck they did. They went down there and stole some shit.
They ain't went for nothing else.
Yeah.
They know they've been down.
And so, and this particular company has been down there several times as well.
Yeah. They done did it before.
What made this particular trip a little different?
Because they went in the Sprinter van?
No, they went in the same. They went in the same shit. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's the same thing.
The same company has held these type of events several times prior.
But it was that same type of apparatus that they went in.
Yes.
Is what I'm asking.
Yes.
That's where they going.
Okay.
That's where they be going in.
Wow.
So this particular time was different.
Yeah, I mean, well, they ain't come back.
I think the battery on the controller died.
First of all, bitch.
The controller survived.
They found the controller.
They said they found the controller.
You know what I'm saying?
So who opened that? So first and foremost, who opened the controller get out?
Because you got to open that bitch from the outside.
How the
You
controller
got to
get
open
out?
it from the outside. Who opened the bitch?
Yeah, air pressure. Who
Well, what they're saying is
Buzzle?
at 12,000 feet
That's our suspect.
below sea level, the water pressure is they say it's like an elephant standing on the quarter.
Right.
That's the water pressure, right? So you would outside of that you wouldn't live.
Right.
So, you know.
So I mean, shout out to the risk takers out there, though, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and those who want to see and have that much of a passion to discover those kind of elements of life. My thing is, if it's not made for human life prior to me experiencing,
No.
I don't feel like I need this.
Two places I ain't
now,
going.
That's me.
I ain't going out of space, and I ain't going to the ocean floor.
That's all I'm saying. So
Because I don't know nobody down in neither one of them places.
That's just
Who the fuck I'm going to see?
And they were going to see some dead bodies, some bones.
Now you are a dead body. Now you are a dead body.
See a lot of type of shit down there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's the last thing you saw too, bitch. That's the last thing you saw. But my thing is this right here. They put 5 random white people on TV, and it was a girl at my job that was crying because they couldn't find this thing, right? And then I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she was like, "You so insensitive. You don't care about nothing." I'm like,
empathetic.
"Are you serious?"
Yeah.
So this I say that to say this is the type of impact that the news media can portray upon people.
True. Some people don't like to know about death, man.
But I'm gonna throw something out there though.
How long you cry when your Uncle Sammy died?
But you see, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to say. If those faces on there was 5 black faces, I think you would have had a lot of black folks empathizing with the situation. See, when
this girl was black.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
See, that fucked me up.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was a little
plot
white
twist.
girl.
Yeah.
It was a plot twist. Right?
Yeah.
I thought it was a white girl because I could understand her.
No, put that in your cigarette like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that shit right there crazy. That's right there crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the type. That is the power of the news media. Is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean
they have the power to
program.
control the narrative on everything.
It's a program.
Yeah.
That's why they call it program.
That's why they
because
call it
they
a
literally
program.
program you.
Literally program you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We used to see it when we were growing up. You know, they used to say the TV was gonna have something in the corner and gonna hypnotize you or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's already doing it. The program is doing that.
It's only
the whole
a
show.
Incident that the word television, if you break it down, is tell
Live
vision.
Yeah, right. Word.
Tell live vision. Tell live to your vision.
And it was gonna do it. And
Interesting.
It was a program. That's what I say. It just is what it is. So you already know when they're putting it out there. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to throw us off on.
Oh, you find out this week. They say what? So okay, so you know the Fair Now shit is coming in on July the 1st, right? So for those of y'all who don't know what the Fair Now shit is, it's the new Cash App. They're gonna run everybody out of business, right? The Federal Reserve is gonna have their own Cash App where you can send money back and forth, just like Cash App, right? That's gonna be the first stage of digital currency.
Yeah.
Right? They want to say, oh, no, it's not like that. We're just going to make it easier for you to transfer money from this spot to this spot. Well, we already had that. We already had PayPal. We had Venmo. We had Cash App. What the fuck was wrong with that? Why do you guys need to be involved in this?
It's big business.
It's bigger than big business, right?
Big business.
So then you're going to have your banks crashing after a while. Oh, I don't have no money. So you got money. And do you know that the banks have signed it was a bill that came out probably in like 2012, 2013, that if your bank crashes, they don't owe you no money. Look it up.
They're not FDIC. And
yeah, they do not owe you. Your money is not protected by the FDIC.
Yeah.
If the bank crashes, in the event of a bank crash, you lost all your money.
I done went through that with Green Dot and Cash App.
So check this out, right? Thus is the reason for them to be so hard on what am I about to say? What is the stock shit these boys doing? The shit your boy do.
Oh, you mean like on trading, like currency?
Yeah, the Bitcoin.
Like Bitcoin and
okay, so now you see all these Bitcoin people dying.
Right.
Like, all of a sudden these people is dying. Oh, the Bitcoin meaning that he's dead, right? They trying to remove all these people because they actually have equity in these businesses, right?
Yeah, right.
So they get if you kill everybody that has equity in these businesses, right, and you leave all the little people, right, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with us. I might have $1,000, you might have $2,000, $10,000. That don't mean shit when these motherfuckers got millions and billions in Bitcoin, right? So what they want you to do is they don't want you to be able to put your money into Bitcoin because that's another form of currency. So if I go to digital, if the digital currency is going to be the new world currency for everybody, right? Not just the United States, but the whole fucking world, I don't need a competitor. Because now Bitcoin is going to be your competitor. I can hide my money in Bitcoin now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get the theory. I doubt, though, that they'll ever come up with one general currency for all countries.
They're on the way.
Like, you have one general currency for this country, and then another currency for Canada, and then another currency for whatever other country. But I doubt substantially that, because if that's the case, then that means each country has the same value.
Right.
And so this will never be a scenario where every country feels like they have the exact same value.
But see, the thing about it is it doesn't matter about who's big and who's small at this point. They want one world currency. The New World Order was for everybody to get in line, right? COVID. It started with COVID.
Right.
Everybody needs to get in line, right? They don't give a fuck about big and small. They're getting rid of the middle class, right? They don't want but one class of people. They want everybody obeyers. I ain't gonna say poor people. They want obeyers. They can put everybody on a social class just like they got in fucking China, right? Yeah. So let's just say Q want to go to the store and buy bullets for his gun, right?
Right.
On the social class system, I don't think Q deserve to buy bullets, so I can go on the computer and say, no, you can't spend no money at this store.
Yeah, right. They're doing that in Canada right now.
Right. So do you if you see all this going on, this is what they
same system.
It's the same system for every country, right? So all of a sudden now the US dollar is crashing, right? Why? We in so much debt. We owe all these people. I owe China billions of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. My dollar crashing. China ain't saying shit. When you can get my money? Bitch, if you owe me money, I want my money. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got it. Figure out how to get it, right? Mm-hmm. That's what a debt collector gonna call you. He gonna call you every fucking day till you pay him, right? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? They all working in cahoots, bro. It's cahoots. And at the end of the day, once everybody's on a social class, then they control you. That's why 2030, they say, yo, no more gas-powered cars after 2030. Mm-hmm. Well, what they didn't know was if everybody charged their car at the same time, it would completely destroy the power grid. They ain't thought about that. So when you too smart for yourself, you always leave loopholes for a nigga to fuck you. Because see, when they brought it to Congress, they was like, well, okay, remember the ice storms they had in Texas, right? Remember the power grids were failing and all that shit, right? Niggas was without power for months, right? The power grid is so shitty in the United States that if we ever had if we ever had like a fucking internet war with another country, if them boys shut us down, we don't even have enough power over this bitch to sustain.
To get back rolling.
You understand what I'm saying? But you want electric cars over this bitch. If everybody charging their car, where all this fucking power coming from? If you can't go to war with a nigga on the internet.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Elon Musk. He said he gonna bring it.
Well, we got to see it. I don't think that we gonna see this in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe we will, right?
Maybe we will.
Because I just had this whole conversation with my partner Daddy earlier, and I was like, we are the most well-rounded generation in this world.
Right.
We saw 8 tracks. We saw fucking records. We saw tapes. We saw CDs. We saw USBs. We saw Bluetooth.
That's right. Right.
If you want to take it even farther,
in between.
We saw Betamax. We saw VCRs.
Facts.
We saw DVD players.
DVDs.
We saw
Blu-ray
players.
Yeah,
Netflix. We saw everything. Facts. We are the most well-rounded generation of this world. We have seen everything. If you break it down like that.
That is true.
Generations after this don't know nothing. We seen rotary phones. They don't even. If you give a motherfucker a rotary phone, right, they would not know how to use it.
And be like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?
What are we doing with this right now?
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So I say that to say that we have to understand how important we are to the situation and at least try to push some of this knowledge down. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Seldom in my pretty much floor because I have no background information. Right. On the shit that we're talking about. I know different general subtopics and shit, and I know, but I have no background information. So I need to get abreast as to what exactly the status is and exactly how deep in this shit we are.
Oh, we already there.
Obviously, because I didn't know. You know what I mean?
We already there.
I knew that there was a form of there being an American cryptocurrency, an American digital currency.
Right.
And I figured based on that, then every country would try to generate its own digital currency because that made sense. Mm-hmm. It would be interchangeable for whatever reasons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you had this currency in this country and you go to this country and you still got to exchange it and you still get more based on the status of this country versus that country on the country's natural resources. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find that hard. It's like I find that hard to change. Like what I'm saying is, I find it hard for countries to really fall in line to the fact that they're just going to be like, okay, well, you know what? Because we all have the same currency, America can come over this bitch and just take whatever they want from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever was keeping us rolling before and shit that, you know what I mean? Like, they just...
You really, in actuality, that's how it's going down now before the currency. Right. Because now the U.S. dollar means so much more that the American can come over there. We can go over there, say let's use Africa for example, right?
Right.
As much natural resources that it has and the value that it should have based on that, right? They don't have it. So our dollar will go over there and we can go there with $2,000.
Right.
And make that, and we can live our best life, right? You know what I'm saying? But their $2,000 don't value the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what you have to understand though, and you got to pay attention to what's going on with Africa, right? Africa, China has went over to Africa and gave them so much money. China has went over there and reconstructed. Do you know Africa has now the first shuttle that go from country to country? Mm-hmm. They're building that right now.
Oh, right.
Sponsored in part by China. Because China understands the value that Africa has.
This is the point that I'm making. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that. See, because that's where I'm going. My point is, even though we can go and pay to get whatever resources from there,
right?
They're not going to allow us to just come over there and just mine for their natural resources.
No, but
the point.
But we were though. The crazy part about it was we were.
Which was crazy.
Before China was there, we were there first, right?
Definitely so.
Everything that we got in these cell phones,
right.
Everything, of course, jewelry, gold, every natural resource that you deem necessary comes from China. Comes from Africa.
Yeah, I'm about to say damn China.
But the United States, they ruined their relationship with China, with Africa, right?
Right.
Because it's almost like when you're in an abusive relationship, if a bitch keep letting you do shit, you gonna keep doing it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I come home late, she get mad, but she'll be all right. Well, it's kind of like the same relationship, right? Yeah, I know I ain't taking care of you the way I was supposed to, but fuck you, because there ain't nobody else doing it. But now China stepped in and said, you know what? I'm gonna give you all these resources, and I'm gonna back you and help you. And if these niggas say they want to do some shit to y'all, bitch, I'm coming with that too.
Yeah.
How you gonna turn that down?
Mm-hmm.
So now the infrastructure in Africa is changing. If you see, let's look on the outskirts of it, right? Look at the Afrobeats artists, right? Look how successful all these artists were, right?
Right.
Look at all the export of music and shit that's coming out of Africa, right? If you turn the radio on, you probably got 5 or 6 Afrobeat artists on the radio. These are African artists,
right?
That are number one in the United States.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? But that is sponsored in part by China because China gave them the infrastructure. And when I mean infrastructure, I'm talking about they're building roadways, giving light, giving power to certain areas. All this shit that would give you the ability to make music and do, you know what I'm saying?
Do the things you've been
do
trying
the things
to do.
that you need to do in these villages that didn't have power and running water and shit like that. Now you giving infrastructure to certain areas that it's crazy. And the United States had that. They had a chance to do that prior to China having, giving them all that. But at the end of the day, you got to understand, China in it to win it. They like, shit, well, now we get to control the resources now. Because it ain't about the people.
Yeah, it's about the
Correct.
resources.
It's and that's the point that I was making before. What I'm saying. Either way, we'll see how it pans out. You know what I mean? Like, and that's very, very fucking interesting, man. So I'm definitely gonna get more abreast and kind of get more caught up to speed and shit. And we'll definitely have some updates, man. I'm definitely intrigued at this point.
Yeah, it's some crazy shit going on. If you pay attention, bro, like do your research on that, man. China is really building Africa up, bro.
Yeah,
China.
This is deeper than Nino Brown.
It's deeper than Nino Brown.
China in a lot of different countries, even up there in Russia and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they working with them too. That's why I say. But you kept mentioning that. Before America even, I'm trying to figure out when America really even had a foothold in Africa. Because it's really been Britain and all them that owned a lot of those countries.
This is my point.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, if we ever get one centralized currency it's going to tip that, and don't get me wrong, everybody's going to have to follow along.
Yeah, but
that's
see,
where the great reset is going to have to happen.
So you ever heard of the
everybody going to have to die. You're going to have to die, or it's going to have to be a scenario where it's going to be war. Everything, bro, it's one or the other. It's not.
Listen,
you want either all agree.
So
or it's
let me ask you a question, right?
You're not. It ain't. You're not. You. I'm just.
So let me ask you a question, right?
Interesting to see.
So let me ask you a question, right? You ever heard of the G6 summit or the G5 summit or whatever the shit is?
Okay.
And
G6 summit, right?
They got the G8.
All right.
The G6.
So these Russia and Russia don't like the United States because the United States helping Ukraine, right?
Right.
But motherfuckers don't understand it. These motherfuckers meet once a month. I see these niggas. I see you. How the fuck am I beefing with you and I see you? This shit is propaganda and bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I see you at these meetings, bro. We meet. What are we meeting about so frequently?
Yeah.
What are we meeting about?
The currency.
I don't like you. So why the fuck would I want to come to your meeting?
But they got it set up like that because the kind of answer his question, how would they work it out? It's already kind of worked out because the World Bank is already the bookkeepers of all the countries.
Damn right.
They're the bookers.
Right.
Do you know the Rothschilds got a bank in every country
anyway,
except Russia? That's the reason why we fighting Russia. Right. Because the Rothschilds don't own a bank in Russia. They own a bank everywhere else except
they're the one who
Russia.
Assures all these countries' banks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They run the world.
Right.
But
I got you.
And
you get what I'm saying?
You got
so that's where your one world currency gonna come from. Because the same nigga own all this shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about. They don't want no class. They want sleep. They want sheep. Everybody need to go to sleep and let me control you. Because at the end of the day, they want humans to be extinct. They want to turn themselves into gods, which means transhumanism.
Or raccoons.
Or raccoons, or whatever the fuck they want to do.
They got the raccoons.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this shit deep. This shit deeper than Nino Brown, bro.
That shit deeper than that.
Sheesh. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole. We don't need to go down tonight, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
this shit deep, bro.
Definitely.
It's just another.
Already, man.
Well, yeah, man. But listen, boy, I love talking to y'all niggas, man.
Yeah. Word.
But we always get some shit off our chest, man.
Yeah, already.
Shit, we peeping in the next week.
Preparing the future. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
man.
To get right.
And for those of y'all who watching this, man, just a little something to put in your helmet right quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be 100% right. I ain't 100% wrong.
Yeah.
But do your research,
Do the
man.
research.
You
That's
know what I'm saying? If you see me
about.
somewhere, man,
Right or
just hit me
wrong,
and say,
do the
man,
research.
Slim, you was
What
wrong
ain't-
about that, or
what
Slim,
ain't
you was
been
right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
You understand what I'm
what
saying?
we strive for. here, to get
But
folks to dig in.
we just want to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure the conversation good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just build with each other, man. Because at the end of the day, I don't know everything. I can learn something from anybody.
Damn right. I just learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn right. So, yeah, you feel me? Big shit, man.
Yeah, right.
It's some like documentaries out about that. You know what I mean? Dealing with
they give it to you.
finances and stuff like this.
Oh, 'cause before we go, Before we go,
Yeah,
do you know? And I'm gonna give you. Maybe y'all knew this, or maybe y'all didn't know
What's
this.
up?
I was last week years old when I found this out. Right.
Right.
So, all right. So the Rothschilds owned banks in 1912. Right. They was the they owned a lot of banks in 1912. Right.
Right.
But they wanted to start a central banking system. Right. But it was one nigga in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga had mortgages on everything in the United States. This nigga owned everything, right? Well, bring in the Titanic, right? They tricked this man to go on the Titanic with them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the Titanic was supposed to be a boat full of the elite people, right?
Yeah.
Those are the at the time.
Yeah.
I think it was 1912 or 1911 or something like that.
Right.
So they were supposed to be the elite people, right? So what happened was they got him to say yes to going on this trip. And then at the very moment they was boarding the boat, they backed out. One group of people, I ain't calling their name, I didn't call their name one time.
Yeah, right.
One group of people backed out.
Yeah.
So, if a certain group of people back out, if let's say it's a boat full of people, right? It's gonna take you a while to figure out that, damn, I ain't see such and such.
Yeah, right.
Because there's so many other people on this boat, right? Anyway, the boat sank and he died.
Right.
The year after that, we had a central banking system. Now, it might be a coincidence. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, I say all this was plotted, man. They have meetings about this. You know what I'm saying? That G8 and them G6s and stuff that you see going on.
I don't know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
I'm not here to confirm or deny. I'm just telling you the story that I read about,
Right.
which is very interesting to me.
So the moral of the story is that the Sprinter van was the Titanic. No, okay, no.
But you laugh at it.
That's all I'm saying. Who was these?
It might be the symbolic. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Because that leads
But that's what it is, though. Yeah, man. Wow.
If all this plays out with the currency system, right?
Yeah.
Say in the next 7 years, right?
You know what I mean?
we'll go back to that moment when that thing
Right.
dropped.
Like,
Wow.
Oh, that what the fuck they did.
Hold
threw
on.
that
Who-
clue out
yeah,
there
yeah.
to let us
Right.
know,
What is
oh,
this
it's
going
coming.
on?
The same way
Yeah.
we set it up last time.
Yeah.
We about to run it on you
Yeah.
again.
Damn right.
And now we got a central banking system, right?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have they might say a universal banking system.
Yeah.
They're gonna have shit in the space station. They're gonna drop in 2024.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mars trying to get built up. You feel where I'm coming from? Like, I'm telling you, they had these in these meetings, man. They always said the military be like 40 years in advance as far as things that's coming up technology wise and the utilization of it. I'm telling you, man, you'll be surprised what they on right now. I'm pretty sure they passed 40 years on us.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is. Damn.
Yeah, man, but shit, man, I appreciate y'all boys, man. I respect both of y'all minds. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
I like the fact that we can come in here and and build it up, tear it down when we got to, and put it back together.
Put it back together.
You know what I'm saying?
Creating.
You know what I mean? I dig that, man. Next week, man, is a whole nother week, man. Q, what you got?
Hey, man, more working. You know what I'm saying? Right back at it.
Yo, happy belated birthday again,
man,
brother.
Appreciate it, bro. Yes,
sir.
Yeah, man. So right back at it, though. Right back to work. QZ Second Perspective on the way.
That way.
QUEZEE Perspective intro available all streaming platforms right this moment. Go check that out. Get them vibes in.
That way.
We got work to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
That way.
That's where we at.
Boss man, what you got?
Oh man, shit, man. I'm trying to get back to it, man. Get back outside. That's what I'm trying to do.
Already.
Damn right.
I mean, stay active and shit. Like I say, because that rain, boy, I do a lot outdoors, you know what I'm saying? Moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rain, boy, that thing right there, it be days off, but I don't like days off, man. I like to go out there and get it.
I know
enjoy
that's
my
right,
work.
though. I dig
You
it.
know where I'm coming
Yeah,
from?
right.
I dig it,
For real,
man.
for real. But I'm looking forward to that though next week. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm striving for.
Dope shit, man. For me, man, always my first goal is always try to be a better father than I was the week before.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's very important to me. You know what I mean? My relationship with my son is very important to me. Outside of that, man, listen, man, the big old merch we got on.
Hold on.
Y'all trying to drip like how we drip. You know what I'm saying? If y'all trying to flood the ground up like how we flood the ground up with all this drip. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on social media, man. Iwi Media. My page, Carolina Slimm page, Boss Man page, QZ page. But yeah, man, hit us up, man, for the merch, man. If y'all trying to drip how we dripping off. You know what I'm saying? Splashing down and baptizing y'all with this game. You understand? That way. But yeah, man, just looking forward to just doing, I got a new position at work, so I'm just looking forward to learning more about that.
Already.
And just looking forward to more life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Oh, that's going pretty good, man. You know?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, man. I just realized something that the more money you make, the less you work.
Yeah.
They should have told me.
Works like
They should have told me that a long time ago. I'd have been stopped.
Yeah,
And I've been trying to tell them now they ain't gonna sit right there till
They ain't gonna work. It won't work.
If they ain't working, we're trying to shit you, man. This is a pyramid scheme.
Hey, listen, man. Hard work don't pay the bills unless you're working for yourself.
Yeah,
That part. Put that energy behind yourself. Boy.
But other than that, man, just I'm glad to be on top of the soil, man. That's it.
Good shit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So signing this thing on off, man. My boy to the left, who you be?
It's your man QZ, ball buddy from the Berg with the beard. Yeah.
Yes, sir. My boy to the right, who you be?
Man, I be boss man, the man with the motherfucking plan.
Yeah.
I'm your host with the most Carolina motherfucking Slimm, and this be the Late Night Podcast. Shout out to my brother Obi-Wan and John Plush in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Let's go.